You didn't get hacked. You didn't click a scam. You didn't do anything wrong. And your money still disappeared. This is Unblocked Money, the series where we decode the new financial world with clarity and precision. Crypto was sold as freedom, as safety through code, as a system where rules replace trust. But there's a truth most people only discover after they lose everything. When money becomes software, risk doesn't disappear, it hides. This matters now because crypto is no longer experimental. It's no longer a playground for early adopters. It is a global financial layer, moving billions of dollars every day, powering exchanges, lending markets, games, stablecoins, and treasuries. And when hidden risk scales, it doesn't fail politely, it spreads. For decades, financial risk was softened by distance. Banks absorbed shocks, regulators slowed consequences. Insurance blurred responsibility. Failure still happened, but it was delayed, negotiated, and distributed. Crypto removes that buffer. That's right. In crypto, failure is immediate, transparent, and final. For a long time, crypto losses were explained with a comforting story. Someone was careless. Someone was greedy. Someone didn't understand what they were doing. That story is no longer true, because the largest failures in crypto history did not come from ignorance. They came from systems working exactly as designed. To understand why, you need to understand what crypto has become. Crypto is no longer a single system, it's a stack. Protocols depend on other protocols. Liquidity flows through layers. Security assumptions are shared. A lending platform depends on price oracles. Oracles depend on data feeds. Bridges depend on validators. Validators depend on incentives. Which means when one layer fails, the damage rarely stays contained. It cascades. In 2021, a blockchain-based game exploded in popularity. Millions of users joined. Billions of dollars moved through its ecosystem. Behind the scenes, value flowed through a bridge, a system designed to move assets between blockchains. To operate quickly, the bridge relied on a small group of validators. 9 keys. That was enough. Attackers didn't break encryption. They didn't exploit a bug in the code. They targeted people, fake job offers, malicious documents, one compromised device. From there, keys were extracted, permissions escalated, funds moved. Over $600 million left the system, not because decentralization failed, but because it trusted humans at scale. This wasn't a technical failure, it was a failure of assumptions. The assumption that distributing control automatically removes risk. In reality, it redistributes it. A year later, another bridge collapsed, this time without any human involvement at all. One missing verification, one unchecked condition. The smart contract allowed assets to be minted. Without proper authorization, no phishing, no malware, no social engineering, just logic executing exactly as written. Hundreds of millions of dollars appeared on chain. Unbacked, irreversible, unstoppable. This is the nature of smart contracts. They don't understand intent. They don't understand fairness. They don't understand context. They execute conditions. If a path exists, someone will find it. If an assumption exists, someone will test it. If value is locked, someone will attack it. Then came a failure that looked completely different. No exploit, no broken code, no technical breach. A centralized exchange, widely trusted, publicly visible. Customer funds were quietly reused. Risk was hidden behind internal ledgers. Losses were masked through leverage and accounting opacity. When withdrawals stopped, the truth surfaced. Billions of dollars hadn't vanished on chain. They were never truly there. These events are often treated as separate stories. They shouldn't be. They all reveal the same underlying reality. Crypto does not eliminate risk. It relocates it from institutions to protocols, from regulators to code, from trust to responsibility. This is where most people misunderstand crypto risk. They look for scams. But the real danger isn't deception, it's design trade-offs. Take smart contracts, for instance. They are immutable by default, which removes discretion, which removes intermediaries, which removes human judgment. But it also removes mercy. There is no escalation path, no exception for human error, no appeals process. So yes, audits help. Multiple audits help more. But audits don't simulate panic. They don't model irrational behavior. They don't predict adversarial creativity under stress. Audits verify correctness, not resilience. Then there are bridges. Bridges solve a real problem. Blockchains don't trust each other by default. To move value between them, something must intermediate. That something becomes a concentration point. Liquidity accumulates. Validation centralizes. Incentives distort. That's why bridges account for most large-scale crypto losses. Not because developers are careless, but because bridges sit where speed, scale, and trust collide. Another layer of risk is composability. Crypto systems don't just connect, they stack. The same asset can be used as collateral across multiple protocols. At the same time, $1 can secure several loans in different systems. As long as prices rise, this looks like efficiency. When prices fall, it becomes fragility. A single Oracle update can trigger liquidations. Liquidations drain liquidity. Liquidity gaps break pegs. Broken pegs force selling. And suddenly, a local failure becomes a market-wide event. Not because someone made a decision, but because the system executed its rules. Traditional finance slows this down. Circuit breakers, settlement delays, human intervention. Crypto optimizes for speed, and speed amplifies consequences. Custody introduces another layer of fragility. When assets sit on an exchange, well, ownership becomes conditional. Balances become promises. Withdrawals become permissions. As long as confidence exists, everything works. When confidence breaks, finality disappears. Crypto exposes this instantly. There is no deposit insurance on chain, no quiet bailout, and no emergency weekend rescue. But the most underestimated risk in crypto is not technical at all. It's psychological. Crypto attracts people who feel early, ahead of the curve, close to opportunity. Attackers understand this perfectly. They don't attack systems first. They attack narratives. Yes, they copy interfaces, they mirror language, they impersonate communities. They don't need access to your wallet, but they need access to your expectations. Modern crypto scams aren't crude, they're contextual. Fake airdrops timed to real launches, fake governance proposals matching real discussions, fake support messages written in exact platform language. The attack surface isn't your device, it's your attention. Now, before we continue, if this episode is giving you real insight, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and lets us keep producing content at this level. So how do people survive in an environment with no reversals? Not by memorizing rules, not by chasing yield, not by trusting reputation. They survive by understanding structure. They ask different questions. Where does liquidity concentrate? Who controls upgrade paths? Which keys exist during emergencies? What happens when incentives flip under stress? Most users never ask these questions. They assume decentralization is a shield. It isn't. It's a configuration. Professionals assume failure as a baseline. They separate long-term storage from daily use. They isolate risk across wallets. They minimize permissions by default. They don't connect primary assets to experimental systems. They don't chase returns they can't explain. They expect to be targeted. Because in crypto, everyone eventually is. This isn't paranoia, it's adaptation. Crypto doesn't reward optimism, it rewards discipline. This leads to the real revelation. Crypto isn't dangerous because it's immature. It's unforgiving because it's honest. There are no hidden layers, no discretionary overrides, no silent rescues. Every loss has a cause. Every failure leaves evidence. Unlike traditional finance, where complexity often hides risk until it becomes systemic. When money becomes software, security becomes literacy. Understanding replaces trust. Preparation replaces protection, and ignorance becomes expensive. Crypto does not ask you to believe. It asks you to know. What you now understand is simple and uncomfortable. Crypto removes trust, but replaces it with responsibility. Those who learn the system gain leverage. Those who don't simply subsidize those who do. If this episode brought you clarity, subscribe. The next one is essential. And let me know, do you think this level of responsibility empowers individuals or concentrates power in the hands of those who understand the system best? In the next episode, we explain what are CBDCs and the truth about digital dollars, surveillance, and the future of money. Thank you for watching. If you want more deep dives like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the episode. See you in the next one.